Let's get more from Yvonne Ridley, who's joining us from Jedburgh in Scotland. She is an author and journalist. Yvonne, thank you very much indeed for coming on the programme. So Boris Johnson wants to stay, perhaps until the autumn. Opposition parties, of course, and former Conservative leader Sir John Major say it should be sooner rather than later. Where do you stand on that?
Well, he's a lame duck now, isn't he? And he should go now. That's what the role of a deputy prime minister is for. He should be gone and let Dominic Raab keep the pot boiling until they get into the leadership battle. To have him stay on until the autumn is ridiculous. You know, Boris Johnson is a political wrecking ball. He can do untold damage between then and now. And it's not just people like me saying that. Somebody who knew him really well, Dominic Cummings, his former communications right-hand man, has said, get him out now. It's not safe to leave him to his own devices in number 10 until the conference season starts. So it just makes sense. You know, he said he's going to go. Well, he should go now, tonight.
Yeah, the trust in him certainly seems to have eroded, at least within the parliamentary party. Is the big problem, therefore, that he couldn't be trusted, if he were to remain until the autumn, to not start bringing forward major policy announcements?
Well, as I say, he is a political wrecking ball, and he is a very reckless character, a bit of a buccaneer by nature. And really, I don't think it's advisable to leave somebody of his character in Downing Street. As he said in a media interview just a few days ago, I am not going to change. And you know, he can't. And so I think that, you know, why have a deputy prime minister if you're not going to use the role? So, as I say, he should leave tonight and let Dominic Raab step in.
Dominic Raab, your suggestion. OK, and if they had to find a replacement, Yvonne, briefly, someone who has the appeal, can they find someone like Boris Johnson who can connect the north and the south of the country like he could?
My money, I would say, is on Sajid Javid or Nadeem Zahawi. Nadeem Zahawi has a brilliant backstory. He's a rising star in the Tory party, and he was in the whole thick of it, manoeuvring around when Boris Johnson's departure was on the horizon. He was appointed Chancellor of the Exchequer hours after Sunak's resignation. But he also said that he tried to convince Johnson to step down. So he sort of saved his skin to be a possible contender. Of course, there's Rishi Sunak, but he has been damaged by revelations, tax revelations, about his wife's business affairs. And so can he survive that? I'm not sure. But I think the ones to watch, certainly Jeremy Hunt, Sajid Javid, I can't see Liz Truss being taken seriously. Other contenders that have been mentioned is another Tory favourite, Ben Wallace, Britain's Defence Secretary.
So the list, Yvonne, is long, and it will be whittled down to two eventually. I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there, but we thank you very much indeed for joining us. Yvonne Ridley there, joining us from Jedburgh in Scotland.